So thank you guys for being on the call tonight. I'm so excited to have Dara as our guest speaker. She's awesome. Just to tell you guys a little bit of background, it's really funny actually. So I've been following her for, I don't know, a year since I've been a coach. And at Coach Summit, I was waiting for the woman that I was renting the house from this year to pick me up to go to the house. And she was sitting there with some of her coaches, like drinking margaritas. And I was like, I need a margarita. So I'm like, do you mind watching my bags for a minute? And then I was like, you don't know who I am, but I basically stalk you on Facebook. And she's like, oh wait, no, I have noticed you before. Like you live in London. I was like, yeah. So it's really how we kind of like started really talking. It was so funny. I was like, I stalk you basically. And that's why those events are so great to get to, guys, because it's such a great opportunity to network with other coaches. And, now we talk and I want her to be my success partner. So working on that. But I'm so excited to have her speak to you guys tonight. She's amazing. And I'll let you take it away, Dara.
All right. Give me 2 seconds. I'm sending a message to my team just so like if anybody wants to jump on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably should have done that already, but okay. All right. We have like a chat with the entire team in it, so it makes life easy. All right. Okay. Yeah, we do like a group chat. So thank you guys for having me on. Or your faces. Okay, there you are. Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited to be able to come and jump on for Heather and give you guys a little motivational pep talk, whatever you want to hear from me. A little bit about me so I can get started. I don't know how much Heather has shared with you about who I am and my time in the business, but basically I'm a 5-star diamond coach. I'm 6-star qualifying right now. My goal is to end the year somewhere around 10-star. I would really like to do that. So Heather and I are going to push each other and work with each other and motivate each other to forward our businesses when you could sometimes get in a place where you need that from somebody. So Heather and we can be that from each other. And it's so funny because it's 6:30 in the morning when I'm just waking up and starting my day and done with my workout, there she pops up on my computer. So it's perfect because the time difference just works out perfectly with my schedule. So I'm excited to be able to speak to you guys and share. And being a 6-star qualifying diamond, I'm also a SC5 All-Star Legend, and in December I'll be a 10 All-Star Legend. I've been a coach since August of 2013, so this past August I just celebrated 2 years, and in that 2 years I have been able to do a whole bunch of stuff. I initially started as a coach, as a challenger, really. Like, I was like, whatever, I'll coach. I'll share with people about health and fitness. If it works, okay, whatever. Because I had 100 pounds of my own weight that I needed to lose, and I needed to feel healthy. And I did this for me, not to help other people. I honestly had no clue about the coaching opportunity when I messaged my coach about buying T25 at the time. And funny story, I ordered from eBay and got T2. I was like, oh, it's $145. Well, little did I know that I couldn't get Shakeology with it on eBay. So I ended up returning it and ordering through my coach, who must have just thought she stumbled across a landmine. Now we joke about it because I literally had no clue about the coaching opportunity. And she shared a little bit about with me. She had already been a coach for a year, but she wasn't really deep into it. She was kind of just doing her own thing and going with it. And when I came on board, she saw the spark in my eye when she started talking to me about the income side. And I'm like, I could do this. No big deal. Like, why not? And being a mom who is constantly away from her kids and constantly out of the house working as a full-time home health nurse, that's what I was, I was open to any idea of making an extra income so I didn't have to be out of the house much. Like, who doesn't love more money, but, not having to leave your house to go make it, right? That was my thing. So I was like, all right, I'll do this. And before I even got my challenge pack in the mail, I was already posting and sharing and talking to people. Here I am 2 years later, and I again, my intention was to just lose weight, get healthy for myself. Here I am 2 years later. I am 32 years old. I'm retired from nursing. I call myself a former nurse because you're always a nurse, right? So I don't work as a nurse anymore. I'm home full time with my 4-month-old baby who is sleeping right here. He hangs out with me all day. And I am super present for my 4-year-old who is in preschool, and I'm very active in his preschool. Things I would never have, sure I wanted to do them, but I would have never had the opportunity had I been working as a nurse. So 2 years, and he's going to roll by me again right now. 2 years has gone by, and there he goes. 2 years has gone by, and I have been able to really not only meet the goals that I set for myself in the first 6 months of my business, but I've been able to continue to see the energy and the effort that I put into my career, into my coaching, pay off and come to fruition. So, like, the fact that this time last year, I think my husband was my only diamond. I was just struggling to make SC10 because this time of year it's a struggle, right? Let's face it, it's a rough time of year. I wanted it. I tasted it. I saw it so badly, but I was still really like clawing at the surface to make it happen for myself. It wasn't until actually, and don't get me wrong, I was posting, I was sharing, I was doing everything I needed to do. I just wasn't really treating my business like a business, right? I was like, yeah, I want this. I was walking the walk, but wasn't necessarily talking the talk. So I was really into myself and my fitness and my journey, and I was feeling great and looking great. And I was making money, I was earning, and I was helping other people. But it wasn't until I got pregnant with Mason in last August that everything changed in my business. And, you know, some people, I guess, need pregnancy as a motivator. I was always motivated, but this pushed me over the edge to make sure that in the amount of time that I had being pregnant, that I could come home and be home with Mason when he was born. Like with my first son, Gavin, who's 4, I went back to work when he was 3.5 weeks old because we needed money. Like I had no choice. We needed to eat. I had a baby who needed things, so I had to go back to work. So now, fast forward 4 years later, I've been able to be super present for baby Mason and not have to put him in daycare and not have to, you know, go to a job out of the house. And now I couldn't even imagine if I had to leave him. And doing it with Gavin was a different story. So I really consider myself being blessed with not only this opportunity, but with my coach, because my coach really, and we're like sisters. We're really good friends. We weren't, I just knew her on Facebook. We had met 10 years ago, and where we've come today, we run all our team stuff, everything together. It's a beautiful relationship. So, success partners and your coach and your team and all that, like, you got to be a really tight-knit unit. And I'm happy to say that we've created that on our team. And I've gone through stuff with people in this business that can it can be a little off-putting sometimes. Girls will be girls, right? Like girls will be girls. So I have had to personally overcome a lot of negative emotions. I've had to overcome self-doubt. I've had to overcome listening to the chatter in my ear to be like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to give this my best shot. And if I'm successful, freaking fabulous. And my plan is that no matter how long it takes, I'm going to keep working at it no matter how long it takes, because I believe in my plan. I believe in the opportunity. And I know that if I'm 2 years in now, and coaches that were, I don't know, what was it, like 16, 18 months ago, coaches that I was with at that time were right where I am, and now they're 15-star diamonds. Like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I know, and I kept hearing when I first started, I don't know how long you guys, can you type and tell me how long you guys have been a coach? How long have you been coaching? I know Heather and I are like right there with each other pretty much. Tell me how long, so I have a good idea. Yeah. So you guys basically, when I was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, like that little time frame, the first year in the business, the more that I saw and I got to know other coaches in the business who were like, you know, oh, I've been a coach for 3 years and I'm making $9,000 a week. okay. You know what I mean? When I started hearing that, I was like, I'm not doing anything else. Like The Housewives is on TiVo. I can watch that later. What am I doing every day when I get home from work? Like, what was I doing that was going to benefit and help my family any other way than watching TV? Like, what does that do for my family? Nothing. So I dug into my coaching. I worked and I integrated every part of being a coach into my daily routine, into my daily life. If you guys, I know Dana and I know each other from Diamond Calls, and Heather is obviously my friend and sees what I do. Every morning when I wake up, I like to think, I'm not sure, but I like to think that people are waiting for me to post and they want to see my sweaty workout pic and which kid came out and decided to be a cohort in my workout in the morning because somebody's always waking up while I'm working out and stomping around. But I want to think that people are coming to my page for value, and I want to think that people are inspired that I'm putting myself out there on Front Street and being like, dude, I struggle too. Like, this is my life. I'm a busy mom. I have 2 kids that are not in the same age category. They're a little separated, right? Like, I'm running one to school and the other one I'm changing his diaper and feeding him. Like, I have everyday struggles. I like to eat brownies. I like to, drink and indulge in things. And like, I'm not Sally Perfect and I'm not on Facebook. Like, I'm not like that. And it was really funny because today, this is a kind of a good segue for you guys. I don't know if any of you have young kids, if you're involved in preschools or whatever, in the mommy circuit, like, I don't know how it's happened, but I've gotten sucked into the vortex and I'm like, all right. And they find me and they follow me on Facebook. It's weird. Like they find, the birthday party circuit. They get on Facebook and they see me, and I'm not one in real life to be like, sure, I walk around all day in my Beachbody garb with my, Team Glow Fitness on my car, but you're never going to see me go up to people in real life and be like, hey, how are you? I'm a health and fitness coach. Can I help you? I don't do that. Like, I'm very I'm behind the computer. I'm cool. Like, we'll talk about it if you want to in person. But I have these moms who find me on Facebook, or we get to talking, we become friends, and they're intrigued by what I'm doing. Why is she in her workout clothes all the time? Why is her husband with her all the time? Why does she go on vacation so much? Why does she get to do all that cool stuff? And they're like, I'm just, driving my kid to and from school, and I'm going to the gym, and nothing like that's happening in my life. Like, that clicks in these women's heads. And they tell me because they're watching me on Facebook, and then I talk to them in real life, and I thought that was awesome. So don't ever forget to share the little things, no matter how minute they may be to you, whether it's $20 in your gas tank, thank you Beachbody, or a family vacation at Disney World, thank you Beachbody. It's the little things and plugging in and tapping in to what's in your surroundings. So these moms are intrigued by me, they're watching me, and I like to think if they see me every morning getting up and working out with kids, with my crazy house, like, you can do it too, right? So you just have to find your market and work it. I don't know why, but I mean, obviously I know why, but my market and my target audience has been perfected over the time that I've been a coach. Well, my life has changed since I've been a coach, right? I've had a baby. I've, grown my family. My one child has started preschool. Like, different things have happened. So now with 2 kids, I'm like, I'm a mom boss. That's my new thing. I'm just like, mommy market. That's my new niche, because I think when I first started, it was the working mom, right? And it's funny because now I have coaches who are both stay-at-home moms, and I have coaches who are pregnant working moms, or both. Like, I have this beautiful cross of all of it. So if you share all the different aspects of who you are and you believe in who you are, right? That's the biggest thing ever. Because if you're talking to people and you're like, yeah, I'm a great coach, I love to help people, but you don't feel like you're a great coach, that comes off in what you're doing. So you really need to, I'm huge. Like, my team knows I preach 2 things: consistency and personal development. Like, if you're not consistent, go pack your suitcase and go home. Like, that's what I have to say to people. I'm very direct with my team. I believe in tough love. That's why I was raised. So if you're not being consistent and you can't commit to being consistent for your business, for the betterment of your future and your family's future, what are you doing? And you also definitely 100% daily personal development. I was one of those people when I first started coaching that I was like, personal development, like crazy stuff. Like, I literally was like, what are the 3 vital behaviors? Because I'm working out and drinking Shakeology. Isn't that good enough? Like, that was me when I started. What a game changer when I decided I'm going to start doing some personal development. Maybe there's something to it because everybody keeps repeating it and telling me to do it. So I started listening to John C. Maxwell, and I'm not a reader. That's another thing. People, I have probably 17 different forms of anxiety and ADD. I don't know. I can sit down and focus on the computer, but I cannot read a book to save my life. I will read the same sentence 17 times and still not understand what I read. My brain just goes other places. So listening to personal development in the morning while I was getting ready to go to work. Now, fast forward to when I'm, normal stay-at-home mom, I am listening to personal development after my workouts. So in the morning when the house is really quiet and everybody's still waking up and getting moving, I'm in the kitchen making lunches with my headphones on. Like, whatever I need to do to get that 10 minutes of power in, I do, and I listen to it. I love Eric Thomas. He has a YouTube channel. If you haven't heard of him, he does like he's like the hip hop preacher, and it's quite funny, but I find him super motivating. He has a YouTube channel, and there's like 10-minute little motivational things he does, and he speaks with such passion. Les Brown is my everything. I was probably married to a Black Mormon preacher or something of that nature in my last life, because I like when these men talk, I'm like, yes. Like, anyways, so I'm not religious. I don't go to church, but I feel like I'm in like the Black church. Like, yes. So I really, really preach about personal development, because if you're struggling and you're not able to see the beauty in what you have in front of you, then you need to dig into something to get positive. And with personal development and with this opportunity, like I asked this to my coaches, how can you help people get fit and get healthy if you can't help yourself overcome negative thoughts? Like, if you're having a problem, and I just use this as an example because this is what I do. If I had a problem getting up in the morning to do my workout and I was missing my workout on a regular basis, don't you think people are noticing that I'm not working out and I'm not staying consistent? I have a problem because I can't get my workout in. I'm not being true to myself. And I'm not one of those people, because I start to like twitch and I feel like I'm the size of a Mack truck when I don't work out, because I gain weight by looking at food. So I'm very much like discipline, consistent, structure, routine. That's my middle name. But I want you to know that when you fall off and you're not working out, or you fall back because maybe somebody in your family has said some negative things to you about being a coach, or some of your friends on Facebook are, defriending you, or, not being so nice to you because of what you're posting. Like, you need to take a step back, look at your personal development, say and know and believe that what you're doing is helping people and good and wholesome and honest, because it is. Like, I'm not taking anybody's money. Like, I'm just helping people do what I was able to do. That's it. And if you believe that, it goes through everything you're doing via social media and as a coach. I think that if you take a step back and you look at the amount of coaches in our company, right? Like, when I started, I think there was like 150,000, right? Like 2 years ago. I can tell now by the coach IDs. Like, my coach ID starts with 279. The newer coaches are like pushing the 8s now, right? So when I look at the sea, if you put us all together, the sea of Beachbody coaches, 1 in 20, here comes my tough love again, 1 in 20 will be a diamond. There's only 1 in 20 that will make it to a diamond. That's the odds. That's the numbers, the reality. So if you want to be that 1 in 20, you need to put your mind right, focus your brain, know what you're doing, have a plan, and put consistent effort and action into it on a daily basis. Like, I'm at the point now, like it just happened a couple months ago, that I've taken the road of backing off on Saturdays and Sundays. On Saturdays and Sundays, I need to be a little bit away from my computer. I need to not be sitting at my desk, and I need to, go have a good time with my family, because I'm all about sacrifice. Like, I'm all about sacrificing my free time, my sleep, my family time. I'm all about, and I've been all about that for going on 2 years now. But I have to remember that I still have to enjoy life, and I still have to enjoy my family. So being so laser focused on my business, and please, I'm no Bonnie Engel. Like, there are coaches that started at the same exact time that I did, and they're 14-star qualifying right now, and they're my friends, and I'm like, what are you doing? Because there's no secret to this business. It's just being relatable. And I look at those people that are, that have been in the business the same amount of time as me, and they're either, right here with me, they're still at a 1-star level, they're at pushing 15-star, and I just know that if I continue to do what I'm doing, no matter what, and I'm consistent and I'm true to myself, that I can build this and I can make it happen for my family. Here come the trains. Can you stop pushing the trains? So I know that if you guys really, truly, honestly, at the end of the day, want to make your coaching, I don't know if you guys work, I don't know what your jobs are, but if you want to make it your full-time gig and you want to, like right now, I want to retire my husband. We've got him to a point where he's working super part-time. He's a UPS union employee, so it's a little tricky with the system here, but I've got him to a place where he's working part-time and really like seasonally to keep his job, so we keep our insurance. Other than that, like, we chill. Like, my husband does the carpool with me every day. He's like my chauffeur, so I can make videos and text and do whatever while we're driving. Whatever you want to do with this business, if you want to be diamond and you're not a diamond yet, you need to take a step back and work your diamond roadmap. Know where you're going, know where you want to go. If you want to make an extra $1,000 by Christmas time, totally doable. Have a plan of action and do it every single day. I always tell my team, I don't do a business activity tracker. I don't do, like a task list for myself. I'm very like all in my head, but not everybody's like that. So another thing that I did to help myself was keep a calendar right next to my desk. And basically I wrote my goals on the calendar. So SE10 by the 10th. I want to be a diamond by September 30th. Whatever your goals are, make sure they're in front of you and they're present and you're seeing them on a daily basis. I think I told Heather this, but I literally wrote, I had this thing that I printed out and I wrote on it, I wanted a 5-star diamond by Mexico. And it was all these different like quotes and whatnot. And it said 5-star diamond by Mexico. And I put it in my vanity where I, in my area in my bathroom where I put all my makeup on and I stand and I see it every day. And I went to Mexico for the Beachbody Success Club trip, 35 weeks pregnant. It was an hour plane ride. I live in Miami, so it was right there. 35 weeks pregnant. And there was a girl who was 36 weeks pregnant. So I wasn't worried and didn't feel like a bad mother anymore. But I was super pregnant and I went 5-star qualifying. And it made me feel good that I could reach my goal. I lost my 5-star qualification on the morning I was supposed to wake up a solid 5-star. Something happened and it was beyond my control. I had no clue about it and there was nothing that could be done. And I picked myself back up off the ground again and I rebuilt. I didn't go 5-star qualifying again. I let it fix itself and I let the coach that was having the issue work on the issues herself because I don't carry anybody in this business. And we went 5-star qualifying and we have been a solid 5-star now. Team Glow Fitness has been since I think July. So I haven't dropped since July and now I'm 6-star qualifying. And I know that I have like 5 or 6 other coaches that are right there that are ready to pop. And we're just continuing to do the same thing. I want to tell you, I firmly believe that every step of the way in the past 2 years in my coaching, whatever was next for me in coaching, like, whatever it may have been, it just felt like it was time and it felt natural. Like it felt natural to make my own coach group. It felt natural to start running challenge groups. It felt natural to start running coach groups. So I think that if you vibe with it and you flow with it and you just be yourself and share all there is to share about how awesome these products are, it's just all going to come together for you. And any kind of self-doubt you have, now would be the time to really dig into personal development, because come December, January, when Hammer and Chisel come out and we are laser focused on getting healthy in the new year, people like that is going to stick like glue, and people are going to vibe off of you guys being so excited. So I know it stinks right now. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm struggling myself. It's September. I don't know how you guys are doing. It's a tough push over here in my world, in the mommy world, with everybody going back to school. But I know no matter what, I'm going to wake up October 1st and I will have gotten my SE10. I will have, made new contacts and done whatever I needed to do. So
Ice cream.
he wants ice cream. He used to get ice cream at night. No ice cream, my friends. So
No! Only ice cream at wake-up time.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. It's the witching hour in this house. I told her the witching hour. I made dinner early today, so I didn't have to cook and I could be present for this, but I cannot kick her to the 4-year-old. So he's back. I hope that I gave you guys, do you guys have any questions? Do you have any anything you want to ask or anything that I can help with in any manner, shape, or form?
Yeah, everyone show their kid. That was so helpful.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, Dara, for sharing your story. I always find you to be so energetic and inspiring. Does anyone have any questions for Dara? Honestly, she's very much like me, an open book, and will tell you anything that she knows to help you guys. So,
I have a question. Yeah. As a fellow stay-at-home mom, I was just wondering how you kind of lay out your day. Like, I have a 4-year-old who goes to pre-K, and I have 11-month-old twins. And sometimes it's just a struggle to you can't really have a set schedule because the babies are all over the place. So I'm just wondering how your day flows.
My day, I have, before I got pregnant with Mason, I was one of those 5 o'clock in the morning workouters. I would be up at the crack of dawn, and I loved it. I loved getting my workout in and done. So when I got pregnant, it was a struggle. I needed to sleep. So I got out of that habit and that routine while I was pregnant. And now being, back in the game again, it's back. And mind you, I'm not working, so I don't need to shower in the morning. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I get my workout done before the house starts to wake up around 7:15. I do a 15-minute power session on the computer. Basically, if something needs to get posted in a group, whatever needs to happen, my husband's still here, so I just take care of minute Facebook stuff. I make our shakes and get us out the door. One of the big things I also stopped doing was running to answer messages first thing in the morning. I got to get my head right. I put my music on. I do my workout. I'm in the zone. My mind knows what needs to happen for the day. So I just kind of I roll with it. As for the I drop this one off at school, and then the other one is wherever I go, whatever I'm doing, he's right there with me. And I basically you have twins. It's another story. You have two that are needing your attention, but I just have to work it all in when I can. And as I'm talking, I have to work it all in as I can and when I can. And the baby's right next to me. I moved my desk out of my office, which was my bedroom. I have a big bedroom, and I was in there. I moved my desk out into the living room because that way I can be more present with them. And you know what? I'm a mom. If there's kids on or whatever, it just is what it is. So I also, 7:30 is bedtime in my house. So after I have eaten my dinner and I'm chill and I'm done, I will sit down at the computer and I will bang out one hell of a power hour. Sometimes it's a power 2 hour, whatever needs to get done. I had a fight with my website the other week and I couldn't get all these blog posts and this stuff done. And it was all from sponsored Facebook ads that were drawing people to, it was all connected and it had to get done because these ads were live. And I a solid uninterrupted hour, done, sometimes as moms, we an extra free hour with nobody interrupting us. It's you can get so much done. So nap time, you got to be a nap time warrior. If you got to get up early, I was working out at like 11 o'clock in the morning because I just wanted to sleep in. I was being lazy. I was like, oh, I'm going to sleep in. Who can work out for an hour in the middle of the day and then get anything else done? If you can do that, rock on. Those are I know, Dana, these are your night owls. I am not a night owl. I need my sleep. So that is how I get things done. I just kind of do it, right? Like you just got to put your big girl pants on and do what you got to do. And sometimes I have help and sometimes I don't. When my husband works, he's gone for like 16 hours. Like he's not home. So sometimes I'm not gonna lie, it's easier by myself because he gets in the way too. But you know how it is. You just do it. You get your routine, and having a routine and having structure and being in a organized place with what you do on a daily basis totally helps as well. Like knowing that this is the time and just doing it, like having structure. I'm a creature of structure and habit. So I hope that helps. Does anybody else have any other questions? He has a question.
He's so cute.
Awesome. I know Dana, I look at Dana. Dana's a night owl. I think she works out during the day too, but she's got a toddler running around.
Her and Colin and Eddie, they both do like late night workouts. I could never.
Somebody asked me to come do boot camp at the gym. A coach friend that's mine, he just started and he's doing boot camp at the gym at 8 o'clock at night. I looked at him like he was crazy. I'm like, 8 o'clock at night? Oh my God. Like never.
You know why though? Because I get dead tired by this time and I work out so that I can like survive the rest of the day and do my work at night.
I love, there's something about being up super early in the morning and just before everybody else and getting my mind right, especially when, you know, as moms, I got 3 people looking at me, like take care of me, feed me, cook for me, help me, you know, like I have 3 people staring at me and it's really, I got to be right with me so I can take care of them because not only are they looking at me like they need help, I also end up having like, you know, all the beach body problems that can come up in a day and whatnot. So I got to be right in my head to make sure I can take care of everybody and everything and be a good coach and be a good mom at the same time. So.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. I know it's a tough hour for everyone. But I know we all really appreciate it. I wish I could have got more people on, but I know they'll listen to the recording. So thank you so much. Oh, he's so cute. What's his name?
That's Gavin. He face planted into the carpet at school. He thought it was funny.
Oh.
This is and the week before that he had a black eye and then a black eye preceding that. So it's like I promise I don't do it to him.
And I will black eye feel better.
Thank you guys for having me. You can feel free to follow me and check things out. We're doing I'm running a Beachbody party. I don't know if you guys have heard of those. It's the first time I'm running one. I've never done it before. It's basically like, you know how you get added to like the lash parties and all that stuff. I didn't add people. I personally invited people. So did the rest of my team. And we're basically taking 5 days to share with people you know, all of our different products and whatnot. So we're doing that now, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Dara, I just want to give you another shout out too, because I know Lisa reached out to me last night and was so excited that she found a Success Club partner in the group you set up. So like everyone's loving that. I think it's so wonderful that you did that. So thank you.
I know. You're welcome. I wanted everybody to be able to find success partners on their own without like me having to pair people up, because I think that can get insane. And I think the best success partner comes from another team. So you can learn and grow with things that other people on other teams are doing. Because sometimes we can get a little too caught up in our own bubbles, right? So,
absolutely.
All right, is it bedtime? It's about half an hour. He's going to bed.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.